We humans have a fantastic and a unique capability which other creatures don't have. And that is the power of manipulation. We have the capacity to manipulate on such an, like, I don't even know how to explain it. We have the capacity to manipulate, period. And it's not common. And I think it's important for people to understand that it's not common. There is no other creature, on this planet at least, that can manipulate the way we can. And that's why we have the control of the earth, the planet, the way we do. I mean, humanity. Humanity controls nature and everything. Humanity has grown to be at the top of the whatever to call it, but power structure, hierarchy of power. We are at the very, 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 we are the top. So it doesn't matter who you are or what you are or what you do. You're at the top. Your intelligence is at the top. There is no other way to be than being a human that's going to make you less miserable or make you happier. This is the ace of happiness. This is the highest potentially position you could be in to potentially be happy and create happiness for others too and give it. You cannot expect the world to revolve around you because you have the power to make the world evolve. You are in a position of responsibility and accountability. You can't be a leader and look at the organization, at the structure, and say, you guys suck, without trying to do something. I mean, like you can't look at your organization that you're a leader of and say, I don't like this. I hate this. This is like, you can only be constructive. You can only look at things and say, this needs to be changed. This is what I can do. This is what I will do. Or zip it. Stop creating opinions, thinking, and all of these things running into your wild dreams, imagining and fantasizing about what you potentially could have done, but because of this and this and that, you can't do it, but you're still just imagining and envisioning it. You're actually taking energy when you do that. You're taking a stand. You're owning a position and a role which you're not willing to or possibly capable of doing anything about. So what's the point of occupying the position you are occupying? Because you are occupying a position physically, with your mind, with your thoughts, with everything of you, spiritually, energetically, emotionally, physically, practically. And it's not hypothetically, it is actuality, reality. Yeah, so you have to realize you have a responsibility. You have to realize your accountability on an energetic level. This is what spirituality is to me. If someone is to practice spirituality, this is the way to do it. This is the way to understand it. Prayer and this and that, these are tools to enhance yourself. Affirmations, meditation, this is all to take care of yourself for the moment. but where your bigger plan and vision is going, where you are going as a person, and where you're allowing yourself to be positioned, where you're allowing yourself to be standing, where you're claiming, like making a statement as if you're going to do something about it, well, then do it. But don't just sit there and be inactionable while your mind is running and emotions is running an action. You're blocking people who's trying to get there and do things with your opinions. Your opinions are overwhelming the system. The same way news and social media and inputs, and especially commercials and ads, advertisements, you are constantly advertising, and you're advertising for something about something that you're not doing, which would be a very good explanation to why the world looks like the way it does today. Because everybody is, I'm about this and I'm about that, but what are you actually doing? What steps are you taking? What steps have you been taking? Are you in the position to sit and judge somebody else? Have you been in their shoes? Have you been in the shoes of those who try? Have you been in the shoes of those who failed? Have you been in the shoes of those who succeeded? Or are you just watching what they look like, absorbing, and using your manipulation capacity to resemble what looks like success and resemble what looks like power? You see, that's what most people use their manipulation power to do. Resembling. So we really got the world we deserved in the end, because that's what we have. We have a lot of this is what it is, this is what it, but it's not. False marketing. Most people are falsely marketing themselves. That creates a dishonest reality, because you are a dishonest person. The consciousness is overwhelmed by dishonesty. We have perpetuated it, we have created it. God is not going to save you away from it. We have to dismantle it, and we start by dismantling ourselves and showing who and what we really are. We are here to fundamentally not manipulate ourselves, but use the manipulation for strength, but to manipulate our environment. It is a part of our destiny, I believe, our purpose, our path. It is to do that, but for the better, for the good, for the benefit. Not for the kick and for the emotions and for the identity that people start to build and has made to such an incredibly important part of life. Because that's the cultures we have been born into, which also is perpetuated by human beings, saying, oh well, a person with a broken shoe is a bad person. A person that doesn't have money is a bad person. A person that doesn't do well in school is a bad person. A person that doesn't know how to speak respectfully as you think is respectful is a bad person. These are labels that we also created, humanity. And then we started to follow the rules of our own labels for no reason at all, but to maintain the system of labels, because we think that at some point we're going to find ourselves with a top label. Be so flashy and nice and ooh. So what I focus, I want to encourage you to focus on that you have a manipulation ability, and that it's very powerful, and that you can use it for the benefit of yourself and others. Real benefit. But to start doing that, first you have to dismantle all your lies to yourself and to others. You have to start showing who you really are, and it's a feedback system and loop, and you're going to have to learn from it the hard way. That's just the way it is. You're going to put yourself out there, you're going to be rejected. You're going to have to work on defining that. You're not going to try to manipulate your environment to like you better. You're gonna work on it in yourself and say either I'm pleased with it or I'm not. If you're not pleased with it, you gotta change it. If you're pleased with it, well then F what they say. So that is the journey and the path of also, by the way, getting to know yourself. People are busy to search, to discover, to find yourself. What is it you are going to find? You find yourself when you reveal yourself. Instead of trying to hide yourself and keep yourself in shame. Stop being ashamed. You can't blame that other people judge you for it. Just because other people judge you, you're gonna make them your judge. It's in your mind. You have no responsibility to heed that. If I suddenly tell you stop, and you say what? And I say I just want you to stop. Are you going to heed that or not? Right? Are you going to be like, okay, so I will stop until she tells me I can move again, and that might be forever, but you're just gonna stop? Or are you saying, well, hey, excuse me, I'm going somewhere, I don't know what, like, are you gonna use empathy? Are you gonna use this? Are you gonna use that? These are structures you have to set yourself up for. You have to be there and work in your settings. You have to code your settings. You're not coded by yourself to be perfect. You're not born perfect. You're not perfection. But you might be, and that's the aim, should be that you will do your best to. At least to be so in your eyes. But your standards has to be high. They have to be reasonable. They have to be feasible, and they have to be fair. And they have to be fair for your environment. They have to be fair towards your capacities, your abilities, your powers, your strengths, your knowledge, your particular unique kind of information that you have, that you were born with, the circumstances, everything you learned from your life are assets to you that you have to respect. And then on top of that, you have to respect others. You have to be fair to others. Fair to how you treat, how much empathy you show, how much you can give of yourself to be helpful, helping, listening, aiding, providing as much as you can. And that's also something you have to work in your settings of code. How much can I? What can I not? Because right now there's an unfair amount of support going from very few amount of people out into the world where it's needed. And you can't blame, like, but I'm not a billionaire or I'm not a millionaire, so I can't do that right now because I don't have that. I mean, if you have $10, then you can give one of your $10. There is no excuses. People literally with $10 only would do that. They would give 5 or 4, I don't know. But like you have to start sacrificing of yourself and be fair to others. That has to be a part of the way you structure yourself and the way you build your settings. The settings of you. So the point is to be born with such a power that we have been born with, manipulation, aka manipulation, also makes you born with a massive responsibility. It also makes you born to take accountability, to be accountable. It makes you born to be a leader, and it makes you born to be someone who actually takes the leadership in your hands, starting with yourself, in your what you can change for you and the things you do for your environment, more than looking at what other people do or do not do. And to also question yourself, your drive to change others, to manipulate others, to tell others how to do things or what they should or shouldn't be doing. Like, where are you coming from when you do that? Is it that you're expecting people to see the world and life as you see it? Or is it that you are caring about what you really believe would be the best for them, and you see that they're on their way to do something that would be stupid for themselves, that they would actually self-sabotage, they would sabotage something for them, they would miss something, risk something, they would lose something. So are you really thinking about them when you guide people or tell people or interfere with people? Because if you're not, there is no reason for you to open your mouth and speak. Is it uncomfortable for you to watch? Well, learn to sit and watch. That's a good time to learn to do silent training and to learn self-discipline, not just acting out, lashing out. Because it becomes a part of your setting. And you don't realize when you are addicted to something. People that are addicts, they don't realize they are addicts. No one who's addicted understands that they are addicted. And the same way, like the power of manipulation that we as humans have, that every single human has, is using it in a bad way, and it's as an addiction. You don't realize you're continuing to perpetuate a negative behavior and acting in the world. You can, or you may choose not to identify with what I'm saying, but I think it's an encouragement to try to, that you could use this possibility, if you have listened to all of this, to try to look at yourself and what you, if there is something that I'm saying that actually can make you look at yourself in a way where you realize that there is a space and a place for you to grow. In the end, we are evolving. And I think that we are very capable of taking control of our evolution. And not only are we capable to, we must. Because if we don't take control of our evolution, we're going to be taken by evolution in control. You understand? We're going to lose control of ourselves, of our own paths and destinies. And destiny. We're not going to be in control of life anymore. Life is going to be controlling us. So, thank you for watching this whole time. Nice to have you here. If you want to subscribe or like and follow all these things, I would appreciate all of the support and gladly receive it. And yeah, more posts to come in the future. Bye.